When we choose some actions, the very reason to choose some actions are either wealth we get out of that, or the very beliefs, our religious beliefs, right? Because this religious beliefs, the amount of wealth we get out of that action actually make us convinced that whether this particular actions I should do or I should not. And in today's discussion, I will be trying to describe something about this religion and wealth, how they are correlated and how they should be used to create a better human being. So first thing a human being has to understand that whether this wealth and the religion which he is adopting and which he is utilizing for the self, right, it is pure for him or not. How to decide? The first clue I would like to give for it is that very reason you choose a wealth, or the very reason you choose any religion, both are same. The very reason within you either used to choose a wealth or you either used to choose for any actions, both are same. Why? Because the individual who is choosing is same. These sentences which I am trying to share in front of you might seem little contradictory, but I would say that I am very much convinced about it. And this is the only way to know that whether you are religious or not, whether you are doing the right act for yourself or not. If you want to investigate yourself, this could be a clue to you. And if you want to understand this very easily, another hint I would like to give in a form of question. I would ask one question to you, and the first answer which will get created inside you after listening that question, that very question, that very answer for the question will be your reason which enforces you to either work for your wealth or work for your religion. The very reason. What is the question? The question is, what is your favorite temple? What is your favorite church? Right? So if this kind of question you are listening, then what are the answers coming in front of you? Whether the answer which came in front of you is because of the huge temple or the church you know already, where a lot of people or big celebrities donate a lot of money, or you went there to fulfill your some wish and that wish got fulfilled, and because of that name is there in your mind, or you have really done some spiritual practices there and you got some experience. What is the reason of saying some temple or some church is a great temple into your understanding? What is the reason? What was the reason actually? Why you have chosen that? That very reason, whether it was a greed, or whether it was a kind of attraction towards the wealth and the huge crowd, I would say, or it was because of your inner experience. You have experienced something over there. What was the reason? This very reason is not only responsible to decide that whether you are doing a right religious practice or not. We need to go a step further. You remember this answer which came first into your mind, whatever the reason was, that whether it was the huge wealth available there or your inner experience. Now, if I try to focus more on this wealth part, so one individual could say that he want to earn more wealth so that he could do more religious work and do good for the society. First reason. Or an individual will say that he choose some kind of religion because that religion, and he get a kind of community which help him to get some wealth for his basic needs. And with these two kind of individuals, right, there could be a two kind of emotions inside. First individual could have little ego, inside, a kind of feeling, right, that he's better than others. That's why he can earn more, and he's doing a lot of things for the other individuals. And the other individual who has very less money, he could have a kind of feeling, a bad feeling for himself, that he is not happy with the self. He feel himself very weak, very poor. And these two feelings also, right? As I said, the reason because of that you have chosen the answer, your best temples, your best churches is not responsible, only responsible. Similarly, this kind of experiences you have, either it is a good experience, good feelings, or a bad emotions you have inside because of extra amount of wealth or the lack of wealth, right? Both are also not very responsible to let you know that whether you are truly religious or not. Then what is the true reason? What is the true reason? How I'll decide whether I'm a religious, I'm a pure or not? And how I could decide whether I'm going in the right direction or not? We need to go a little deeper. We need to see, to check our purity. We need to see whether it is a positive feelings or whether it is a negative emotions, right, inside, whether we as an individual accept it as a truth or not. We are ready to accept our present state or not. That only decides that acceptance of the truth, acceptance of the present state only decides whether I am pure or not. And someone may ask me this question, that if I'm not good today, I know, and even though if I accept it, then when I'll grow. So my understanding of the acceptance is, with the acceptance, I'm not trying to stop there, to conclude yourself, no, you're bad down, you cannot do anything. No, I'm not saying like that. But with that acceptance, right, with this acceptance of the truth, right, you will really begin. Truth can be found out only if it begins from the truth. So if you want to begin your religious spiritual journey, first thing you need to do is, and the only key which I know to start the journey, is the acceptance of the truth and courage to live that experience, whatever you have, that acceptance. And someone may say that whatever my acceptance are, whatever my beliefs are not good, then also I would say leave it. Why? Because until unless these emotions will not come out as an action, and we will not experience their result, whether they are good or bad, right? Until unless they will not go out. The best way I see is that whatever kind of your truth is, your acceptance is, try to live that, don't hide them. It happens that for so long a person try to show himself as a good individual, and the very later age, very end of his life, he do some crimes. Why? Because whole life he was trying to predict, and he was trying to show himself as a good human being, but the inner beliefs, his truth, were not good, not so pure. And if something is there inside, it will come out, either in this life or another life. That is my knowing. So if someone really want to start his journey in the field of spirituality, I would say, he want to grow himself spiritually, first thing he has to do, that he need to accept his truth. Whether he has the desire for the unlimited wealth, or whether he has desire for the unlimited truth, desire of knowing the unlimited truth, whatever it may be, accept that truth and begin your journey. And most of the time, people around us has surrounded by this kind of assumptions, I would say, that if someone is ready to renounce all wealth he has, right, he will become spiritual, or a spiritual person could not possess a lot of wealth, or a human being who is trying to accumulate more and more wealth, right, he will become corrupt in the field of spirituality, he will not remain pure. These both beliefs are not right, because they are beliefs only. They are not the reality. Life is only real. All beliefs, all assumptions, all thoughts are unreal. So it is and if you want to know the real, you have to accept the real. And it's not like that. What will happen once first time when you accept your truth is, you will become you will develop a kind of nature inside you which is ready to receive, ready to accept. And it's when something is ready to accept, there only the things come, right? So that is the way I said that there is no problem with any religion. There is no problem with any amount of wealth. The problem is, if it is there is a problem, the problem is the individual who has the wrong kind of understanding for this religion and this wealth. This religion could be purified, and this wealth could be used for the purification of others, if the very individual who is doing this act is ready to accept, and he already accepted his truth. And the moment he accepted his truth, he become natural. He become natural and he act naturally. And nature has a way to grow you. If you accept the nature play its part. The moment, till the time you will be try to act, you will not allow indirectly. If you are not accepting your truth, somewhere you are not trying to accept the nature inside you. You are not allowing yourself to connect to the nature. And nature can only grow you to become pure nature, right? So the one and only message I was trying to give, that if you want to understand this wealth and religion, and if you want to use them for the right purpose, the only thing required is, no matter what you have done, what you know, what you don't know, the only thing which matters is whether you have your acceptance of the truth or not. The moment you accept the truth, you begin your journey. And if the journey begins, it ends also. But no matter if this is only one criteria, if this is only one thing, the acceptance of the truth is not there, no matter how much prayer you do, how much time you give for meditation, and you do all nonsense, does not matter. Whether you are accepting your very existence, the very momentary existence or not, entirely, the moment you accept it, magic happens. So this is the discussion I was willing to share, which I was willing to do with you. And the title I have given was this: religion and wealth, how this could be used for the best reasons, and how they can use to experience the best, right? So with that intention, that you will also try to understand this, and you will also try to experience this with your own experiments, right? I have shared these things with you, and I hope that you will like it. Thank you.